Hey, anybody that's watching this stuff, this is first time this is like a first time thing that I'm doing here. But I'm gonna be talking about an experience I had with a streamer a little while back. I was playing Elder Scrolls Online, like around my second time in the game, and I was walking to do a quest, whatever it was, I forgot entirely what it was, but I end up hearing someone in the game talking to themselves, and I'm like, who is this crazy guy? He's like wanting to figure out how to do something in the options, and I kind of like stop, go over, and find the person, and I plug in my mic and I start talking to him. Apparently, he thought I was from his stream. I'm not gonna give out who it was, but he was a pretty big streamer. He had I'm gonna say like 1,000 people with him that were watching him, but I kind of just started talking to him because he was just talking crazy. Well, he seemed crazy, but then I realized he was doing a stream, and I was like, oh, sure. I didn't say anything to him about it, but in me, I'm not gonna like correct someone when they're wrong or anything, because I'm like, why would I? Unless it's something that's like, you're stupid for being wrong, which is like anything. Getting off subject, but I was in the group with him, I guess. Was it a group? I don't know. I was in the group with him and I ended up getting like trapped with him because he thought I was from his stream. So I went, got my computer, started like I looked for this guy on Twitch and ended up finding him. I was like, oh well, I made a new account on there and then started just watching him on there. And then I was walking around with him in the game, just pretending like I was from his stream all along, but I never was. It was just kind of like funny to me because I wasn't saying much because I don't want to interrupt him when he's talking. Plus, I also don't want to interrupt him, especially when he's talking to his comments, which he mostly was doing. But I kind of felt bad because it makes it awkward when the person that you're like the person that you think is from your stream, but they're not from your stream and they know that, but they're not saying anything about that. You don't know that is not talking, and you're like trying to make up all the commentary. That's why I'm not doing any of the like any solo videos, but this is like my first solo video, you could say. There's been other times when I have had other people with me, but you couldn't hear them or anything. That's because they have their settings turned to where you can't hear them in recordings. And boy, do I have a lot of time to take up right now. And 3 minutes in, and it's only at 11. I have to go to 11 minutes for this video to go overlapped. I took a video that I was gonna put up another video, but I didn't. There was like a problem with it that wasn't exactly on what I was hoping to be in there, so I didn't do that. So it was basically a trashed video, but then I was like, I could use it for footage of this and just put my voice over it. Um, yeah, but th this this was like a really weird moment because I walked around with him for about 5 hours, maybe. It stayed up till 1, walking around with him, doing crazy stuff. Sometimes I was too quiet though for him to hear me or anything, so it made it super awkward because he would like ask a question, then I would answer, and then he didn't hear me. He's still going on, and I'm like, okay, okay, sure, yeah, that's a thing. Don't pay attention to me over here. But I didn't fault him for it or anything. It was me being quiet as I normally am. Yeah, he went on to be talking about a whole bunch of other things. I looked at his channel and never found that video up again. Like it never was posted or anything. He had a YouTube channel and stuff, and he was like, it was a really far behind YouTube channel, like something he had streamed on Twitch 2 months ago. He posted on YouTube like 2 hours ago. That's how far back it was. I like looked around for that video to show up again because I just wanted to like remember it, but I couldn't find it, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Um, forgot there was another time when I ran into this streamer again, but this streamer ended up adding me onto his friends list, and I was like, okay. But more of the story there is, if you ever are like in a situation where you just happen to be talking to a streamer, uh, don't be polite. Make up some random shit to be talking about. Pretty much, it's probably a lot easier on them, unless they specifically ask you not to do that. Then don't do that. But I don't know. It was awkward for me, and I thought it was a pretty weird experience to be walking around in a game just to end up listening to a streamer thinking that he's crazy because he's just talking to himself, and so you just plug in your mic, start talking to him, and then hey, he realizes he thinks that you're from the stream, and you don't want to like embarrass him or anything, so you're like, yeah, I'm from the stream. What stream is he talking about? I don't know. Um, since I have enough time here, I was gonna just make 2 videos, but I don't have enough time here. Uh, there was another time I was playing Destiny 1, and my friend Nightfire ended up inviting me to a raid to go join him in there, and I was like, okay, sure. And his older brother, or it was basically his brother, had was in there with him and had invited me to the party, and I was like, all right. I joined into the party, and just so we're clear, the brother to Nightfire is. Did I say Nightfire before? Well, Nightfire was my friend. His brother was Stupid Genius. Just so we're clear on the names here. Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there's Caucus HD or whatever it is. I think it's HD. But he just happened to have been in the game. I didn't know this at first because, like, he wasn't in the game when I joined in. And then I get into the raid with them, and I'm looking around, and I see down in the corner cock underscore is, or something like that, has joined the game. And then I was like, huh, cock is like caucus from YouTube. That's a funny name there. I didn't think anything of it. Like I didn't click them together that this was caucus. I I didn't see that, and so I ended up going through the raid with him, and I believe he wasn't even in the party with us for most of the time of it. Like he was at the beginning, and then he just like left out of the party or something, and no one paid much mind to that except for me. I was like, is he good? And they're like, yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about him. But we ended up doing the whole raid, completed it. It was pretty easy. He's pretty damn good at the whole game. And my assumption is that he was doing something. Don't know what it was. Um, yeah. It also turns out that their entire whole team that they're with is like streamers and people that post videos on YouTube, and they're all pretty big. I don't quite remember the names of most of them, but I was like, I did not know this because I was in another raid with Nightfire again, and his friend, I think it's like Ghost. I just think I just called him Ghost, but he was talking all crazy like, and I was like, what is he talking about? And my friend Colin was like, oh, he's like streaming right now or something like that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this. Okay, nice for my acknowledgement into this whole situation here. Yeah, it's all really weird to just start like next thing you know you're in a stream with a big streamer, big with like quotations around it because it's not super big. It's just like big compared to me over here. I mean, like, you kind of deserve the title of big if you have over 100 people. That's big. Yeah, not like 101, but like 200 to a million, whatnot. I seem to be pretty bad at this, but I've taken up quite a bit of time with that story there, and also just stalling and taking up extra time. Um, Leave a like, share, whatnot. I don't know if anyone has seen it or not, but I haven't really been putting that into my videos just because why obligate you guys to do that? Like, whenever they say that, like, thank you for doing this, I feel bad for not doing a like or anything. I don't know if that's just me, if I'm weird or anything. I have like 40 minutes, 40 seconds left. 40 minutes, Jesus. But I'm gonna try to be doing extra videos and some even on the Xbox One X. But I can't really as of this moment because I haven't figured out the whole system for uh, recording. That's what it is. If I ever do, you'll meet my cousin on there that we really wanted to do that stuff. But yep, be cool and see you all next time. Goodbye.